my name's Brandon with Focusrite Novation. We're here at the booth checking out Novation's new Launchkey controller. Now these come in 3 flavors. There's a 25 note version. You're looking at the 49, and next to it is the 61. So there's a lot of really amazing features that they've packed in this little controller. The price point is extremely competitive, coming in at $149 for the 25, $199 for the 49, and $249 for the 61. Now the biggest thing that most people usually see when they look at the Launchkey is that they've got 2 rows of 8, so 16 pads, and these pads are velocity sensitive. They're LED backlit, and they're also tricolored LEDs. And the reason for that is Novation's also come out with 2 new iOS apps. One of them that you're looking at here is called the Launchpad app. And so what I can do with this keyboard is we're going through just a simple camera connection kit adapter to plug the keyboard into the Launchpad into the iPad. And what's really cool is that this connection alone will bus power the board. So you don't have to worry about, finding an outlet or something like that. So basically what I have here is the Launchpad app's open, and I can trigger samples and loops, and they give you a bunch of different genres to choose from. So, I can choose breaks, or drum and bass, or hip hop, or dubstep, and I can open breaks. And now I can play it here, but the cool thing is I can trigger a loop like that. Maybe bring in a bass line. I can navigate down. You can see how these lights go back and forth. So that's controlling my position for my drum pad. If I want to change up the beat. Another really cool thing is you'll see where there's volume, my level control for my volume are done with the faders. So that kind of gives you some different ways to perform and control your sound. If I hide that, all these single arrows are one-shots. So really fun stuff to play around with. You can swipe your finger or go trigger everything. So that's basically the Launchpad app. Another really cool thing is I was also talking about 2 apps, so they've also done a Launchkey app. And what's really cool is I can switch between apps using the controller. When I hit this button, the app switches to the Launchkey app, so you can see that animation back and forth. Very cool. So now I can go through my different choices of patches. Here's this will control the volume of the... Maybe if I want a different one. What they've done is Novation has all these different parameters like cutoff, and I can drag these around to kind of change the color of my sound. And if I take these control buttons off, I can now control Launchkeys, can change patches. So the big thing that Novation's done is they've really done a great job integrating this keyboard controller with their iOS apps. I can switch back, turn these samples off. And that brings me to the next point. I want to talk about In-Control. In-Control is kind of a stripped-down, light version of AutoMap, and we just pretty much made it easier. There's no app running in the background. You launch your DAW, and this keyboard takes control of all the common functions that you would want. The faders control your faders in your mixer. The knobs will control your pans. The buttons underneath the faders will do mutes and solos. They give you a 9th fader for your master volume. And then the icing on the cake is really all these velocity-sensitive drum pads. You really don't see these types of functions and features in a keyboard priced this aggressively. So I'm super excited about this. It works great with all the different DAWs, and we have these free apps available in the App Store that work right with Launchkey. We're super stoked about it, and I hope you guys can all check it out. All right. Thanks for watching.